Okay, and we're back. And you know what? I actually feel like just getting a quick drink of water, so I'm gonna do that. But hey, welcome back. Nice to have you here on episode 3 of Xenogears. I know this is weird for those of us who are here with the stream, but you know, it is what it is. So regardless, you know, don't forget to leave your discussions down below. Take notes. Do whatever you got to do as we go through this little analysis and look at everything in Xenogears and understand it and etc. Woo! Okay. Alright, I'm back. So, now we need to find out where to go. Oh man, I was parched. All the reading, but I love this game. Oh! This is a sand buggy. That is it, Faye. I've thought of a good way to get parts we need to for Veltal. Let us go back. I'm sorry, every time I see, like, just so much let us. Let us go back to the rental shop and rent out this buggy. What do you intend on doing, Doc? Well, leave it to me. Just you wait and see. The sand buggy we're waiting for is back. Do you want to rent it? Yes, that is right. Do you have any do you have any we can rent right now? Of course, the keys are in the ignition. You can take it now. Well then, if I may. Faye, I'm going into the desert to search for parts for Veltal. Going to the desert? Doc, you're gonna excavate some ruins or something? The Kislev and Ave armies are confronting each other in the desert all the time. There is talk that their forces often break into battle over the ruins. What does that have to do with that gear? If I search the battlefields for the wrecks of such army gear, should be able to find the parts we need. Besides, Veltal is a Kislev gear, so we need parts from Kislev gears. So, in other words, and that's actually kind of smart, because whatever is fighting and most of the gears that go out there that are better for excavation are military gears. So, but Faye, you are such a worrier. Things have a way of working out. Well, yeah, of course you would say that. But I can't tell you why yet. You do not need to worry so much. Why not go kill some time at the bar until I get back? Yeah, why not just grab a drink? You're 18. Fuck. Hey, are you letting him go out there alone? Lots of fights break out in the desert. It's a real dangerous place. I've heard about a group of pirates riding around attacking people on the sand cruiser. You really shouldn't let him go out there by himself. I am curious, what happens if we head to the bar, like he suggested, though? Because normally that's like a call to action, like, oh no, we gotta do something, but... Oh, here's a person we haven't seen. Booze is great, ain't it? I just live for that first drink after work, okay. And I don't think Big Joe has much to say. Where's your friend? Ah, there's a war in the desert. There's a war on in the desert, and he just goes wandering off there. If your friends are important to you, don't let them get away. Especially if it's a lady friend. Yeah. It's like he's... So this is purely accidental on his part, I would believe. But, you know, he actually does have a point. But there's not much he can do about that. I don't blame him, though. So now what happens is when we head out to the desert, it's going to be like, oh, desert. Give it a moment. There we go. See? Oh, desert. What are they? Are they Ave gears? I'm worried about Doc. Guess I may as well follow those gears. So, I'll just pause here because there's going to be battles in between and just us running over, you know, desert dunes. Running through the desert, running through the desert. How far has Doc gone? And now I've lost sight of those gears too. Uh-oh. What's happening? So since Shitan's not here, we're not really gonna get answers on what this is. Yeah. What is this? What in the world? That is, like, shocking. I just realized I'm not on the screen. Oops. Hi, guys. Haha. Ha. That's funny. What the heck is that thing? A different unit. Are they going toward the direction of the saucer went? I better follow them so as to not lose sight of them. We'll just turn the camera as best as we can that way and go diagonally. That, and, you know, gonna be plenty of battles. But when you don't use all of your action meter, you'll get points. So if we press triangle and then not use the other 3 stalks of meter, we'll get 3 action points. Right now we have 9, and we can do this thing where it costs 4 action points each to spam Raiji. So here's what happens. It's a good way to get a lot of big damage in a single turn. We're going to be abusing this later. Does this desert ever end? It'll get dark soon, so I better hurry up and... What's going on here? Gears, a flying saucer, and now these guys. I hope Doc's alright. Yeah! Poor guy. Sorry about that. Just let me borrow this for a while. Hey, wait! So we've actually fought guys that look like that dude just now, so he's probably like, well, he's a bandit or something, so, you know. I'm no better, so I could use this. But kind of crazy, he's just riding on a motorcycle on these dunes. Uh-oh. Whoa! What happened? Uh-oh. That's not a good sign. It just seems like if you're out in the desert, like, even dudes in mechs will just straight up... What's wrong with you guys? Are you overreacting for a little just for stealing a motorcycle? They probably don't even know, like... these probably are not even related to the same people, for all you know. Those guys might have not been Ave or Kislev. You don't know. But... Geez, they were gonna bop him. They're gonna punch him. Oh my goodness. So apparently there's shooting capabilities on Veltal that we don't know about. Faye, I was looking everywhere for you. How soon did he come back? Doc, you're all right? Yes, of course. Looks like we do not have time to chat. Faye, hurry. Hurry and do what? I cannot use Veltal very well. Only you can use its full potential. Only he can? Hurry up and get on board. Oh, is he talking about the explosion? It's not really a good memory to trigger. All right. Now, at this point, you know, either both of them die, or, you know, I'm sure you wouldn't want to lose a friend. At least that's what Shitan, I think, is trying to use here. It should be alright to do booster for this. It's not necessary, but it should be alright. Maybe unnecessary, even. guy out quickly. That way I can... There we go. I got it just right. That way they don't get one turn on me. Level 10! Hey, we got evade %, that's good. Evade and ether is always good. Yay, we got Senretsu and inner healing. Okay, that's actually going to come in handy for an upcoming thing, so hooray. We also got extra AR. AR is an accessory or a thing that you can equip on your gear to raise its defense. I don't know how, but I beat them. Ha 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 ha! What the? So here comes a very important moment. Crossing the arms. Everyone cross your arms like you're a badass. Your hot-blooded desire for battle has not been tamed, I see. So, there's a bit of symbolism to analyze here. If you noticed, he was... Well, I mean, one, there's a red moon behind him, which already means like ill omen, red, you know, like it has a lot of different meanings. But the more like blatant one is that it's a very scary omen of sorts, right? And then if we look at Rubedo, red, in alchemy, right? That typically defines the fourth final stage of magnum opus. So could it be that, they're trying to say that this guy is at his peak? Is he at his perfection? It's funny. It says your hot-blooded desire. And, the red stage can include blood, phoenix, a rose, a crowned king, a figure wearing red clothes. Oh, what color? What color is this? Oh, is that red? Huh. A little bit of Rubedo symbolism here. And what else? There was another thing to it too, but I know it's more on that area of like higher knowledge. It's associated with the Philosopher's Stone. So, essentially, though, aside, another element of symbolism to analyze here, and these are things I'm taking a little bit from Resonant Art, and then interpreting as well. Like I kind of saw it this way myself when I looked at it and everything. And Resonant Arc was just more confirmation for that, but I learned so much more details through them. Definitely check them out. I'm going to be putting their podcast in the description. Highly suggest, if you are already interested in the story and what's been going on, watch it and play along with them in their, book club style. But he was on a mountain, or his mech is on a mountain, and he is on top of the mech. So think of hierarchy. Like, I am above you, but I am also above my own mech. I am more powerful. Like, I am on top of the world. Like, this is a power move right here. I am on top of my mountain, on top of my mech. Now let's see what happens.
Who are you? Who? Right. I know you.
I know you.
You killed her.
You killed him.
Her?
I'll turn up the volume.
No. It wasn't. Not me.
It wasn't. Not me.
You coward.
I coward.
It was you.
It was you. So he says, "Oh, you killed them, or you killed her," and he goes, "No, it was not me." But then another person that looks like him says, "No, it was you." What could that mean? So I'm just gonna put the volume up. Sorry. There you go, and then I'll pull it down here when I'll pull it back up when things come up. You're the one from Lahan. So is he now remembering things? He's remembering something from his past, clearly. So there's something beyond those only 3 years in Lahan. And isn't that strange? Is that suggesting he was in Lahan far earlier than what we really know? Isn't that weird? Because how could this guy be from Lahan, but he's thinking about himself as a kid? But look at this. He's a guy on a mountain on a mech. My name is Grahf, the Seeker of Power. You certainly showed how much power you had back there in Lahan, didn't you, Faye? How much power I had? What are you talking about? A greater power is what I need to fulfill my mission. So I'm gonna go into a thing right here. This is not a symbolism thing. This is a literary thing. More of maybe an accident. Well, but the thing is, he actually says waza, 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 waza in Japanese. Hiragana. Like, he literally says waza, which is power. Wait, am I using the right word? Wait. Waza, meaning Japanese. Oh my gosh, wait. I might be... I hope I'm not making a mistake there. Technique. Oh, whoops. That's... Oh, no. What was power in Japanese? Power... Japanese. Oh, chikara. He kept saying chikara, 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 chikara. It's... And I looked for... You know, and I had to compare the Japanese translation while I was, like, kind of playing the game and everything. Because you could find it if you type Xenogears script in Japanese. You'll actually find there's this person who uploaded the entire hiragana script somewhere in Japan, I guess, domain-wise. And there's a lot of chikara from this guy. And on Resonant Arc, check out the video. He discusses the rule of threes, where if you say something more, like if you say something 3 times, any more times after that, it starts to lose its effect. And to the point where it becomes a joke at that point, or almost funny. And it's not intended to be funny here, but a greater power is what I need to fulfill my mission. I sent those gears into the lands as a catalyst to awaken the power in you, to make contact with you. The power. As a catalyst? You mean you caused that intentionally? That's right. The death of your loved ones. And you, powerless against it happening. The grief, the screams from your heart born out of tragedy. And this kind of tells you that Ted Woolsey really directly translated this, maybe to its own detriment. But hey, that's how it was. That's what the Japanese script is. Chikara, 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 chikara. There. That was the catalyst for triggering your power. You mean you attacked my village just to get me in that gear? Why? Why did the villagers have to die? Who cares why? It does not matter how many of them died. They were wretched vermin only living from day to day without ever fulfilling their prescribed destinies. And have you forgotten? You were the one who destroyed the village. I did not lift a finger. Bullshit! You lifted your finger and Timothy died. You are full of shit, man. That is a lie. No! I was just trying to save the village and its people. I never intended to destroy it. Is that really so? Surely you've heard it. It is the very essence of you, the voice of desire from within you that craves destruction. So remember, he was saying, oh, there was a voice that was commanding me to get it. Shut up! Even if that were true, aren't you still the one who caused it? If you hadn't come to the village, the village wouldn't have suffered the way it did. Ah, so now you resort to blame. I see. That sounds like something you would say. That's good. Your basic nature remains unchanged. So this is important. This text right here, your basic nature, this right here, that something, it sounds like something you, in quotes, would say. Very important. This one right here. Remember this. Remember this. especially into this too. Yes, I'm sorry we have to make you wait that long, but remember it. Crap. You said you need my power. What were you intending to do with it? You know very well. It is to destroy Mother God. Yes, they are throwing the JRP destroy God trope, but there's more to it. There's more to it than that. But yeah, they are throwing that. Destroy God? Yes, we will destroy God. That is our purpose. That is our destiny. This is a JRPG, so we must destroy God. Not necessarily. Like, yes and no, but there's more to it than that. Don't be ridiculous. I won't get involved in such a thing. If you want to destroy your god or whatever it is that you're on about, do it by yourself. You resemble your father. My father? You mean my dad? You know my father! So, I'm sorry, this is another thing they talked about on the podcast. My father, you know my dad? You mean my... I think, I forgot what it said in Japanese, but this is a funny thing. You mean my dad? You know my father. Here, you know what, I'll pause for a moment and I'll find it. So he does say like, oh, you're you know, aren't you alike, you know, like your father? And he goes, oh, my father, you know my father? And, wait, but he also says, father. Yeah, he goes, father? Father. And then, oh, wait, give me a sec. I need to do a grab of this. So he says father. It's really interesting. He says, essentially it's like hiragana kanji hiragana. So he flips the way he says father. So he actually does go father, like chichioya. So, okay, just to make this a little more clear. So Grahf goes, oh, you know, he's similar to chichioya, and which is like a very formal meaning for father. So Fei goes, chichioya, oyaji, omae oyaji o shite iru no ka. So essentially he's saying like, oh, you know, but so he flips it from father to dad. Like he really does. Oyaji is a more casual term of, you know, oyaji. I mean, is a more casual form. Oh my gosh, oyaji is the more casual form of, you know, just how you refer to your father. Where with the other way, chichioya is like the how do I put it? Like it's just, yeah, it's like a more formal version of that. Trying to remember. I'm looking for what was like one of the other ways it's used. Yeah, like that's like it's more of the formal sense, but I'm trying to, it was look at Resonant Arc with that one, but it's yeah. So just it's interesting, you know, he doesn't use oyaji, right? But then he goes like this is it would be more proper if he said my father. You mean dad? You know dad? You know, but I think maybe saying like, oh, you know dad, it like maybe it sounds a little weird to say it to a stranger. So he goes, you know my father, so maybe it would have been better like father, or like, wait, father, like as in like a father? Wait, you mean like my dad? You know my dad. See, I think it would have worked if it was you know my dad. But in the same way, it's really weird because see, in Japanese, that translates a little oddly itself, because for them, oyaji is the more common term. You wouldn't say chichioya, right? So it's like a more removed version of saying father, which is like if he goes, oh, chichioya, oyaji. So it makes more sense in Japanese. It's just hard to translate that into English, but he did. That's basically what happened. But it makes sense to also say, you mean my father, you know? Like when he says it here English-wise, it's like he's saying, oh, you mean the guy who gave birth to me, you know? So he refers to father in terms of, oh, the man who gave birth to me. my dad, as in like, wait, you mean dad? Right? Like, oh shoot, dad, who I supposedly don't know. Actually, but see, that's where it gets kind of funny, because it's like he knows. I guess there's no higher term for father for us, is there? When I think about it, so that might be why that sounds so confusing. That was a most delightful scream. I was enthralled by it. Nothing is more beautiful than the scream of death. What did you do to my father? What happened between you two? I don't know if that sounds familiar already. Well, what does this sound like? I'll let you guys guess. I'm not gonna hint anything else. Huh. Do you really wish to know? There is no use in you knowing it now. What? Your power is still beneath that needed for my purposes. Anything unusable must be tried until it becomes suitable. What? Yeah, I would be confused too. He's speaking in poetry at this point. Not really, but... What in the hell is that? What will you do, Faye? If you die here, then so be it. You may indeed gain some happiness from not knowing, but surely that is not what you truly want. If you want to know the truth, and that is what you want, isn't it, Faye? Then this is what to do. I don't know how I feel about that one. You must show me that you have attained the level of strength I require. To do that, you must destroy others by using your own strength. Then you will gain all that was lost in exchange for that scream of death. And then he goes off. Bye-bye. Wait, we're not finished talking yet. Wow, my voice did a weird thing there. We're not finished talking yet. There we go. So, this boss battle. We should be fine here using booster. We don't need to, but this is the best thing to do. Because if you try to attack this guy normally, you don't do too much damage to him. This guy also absorbs our fuel, so we don't want him to do a lot of that. So it'll just be, shooting her Kamehamehas. Damn, Sid's defueled though. This is also why I'm not activating booster per se. Like, yes, it would help, but maybe it is better. But yeah, I lost from just losing fuel once. It was really sad, because I was just relying on attacking. I didn't think using guided shot would actually help much. No, I'll show you a quick damage thing. Like, well, we should be okay. You see, we miss. So, and yes, we could use lighter attacks, but compared to having that consistent damage. So normally this is what usually happens. Normally I get attacked. I'm getting really unlucky. Oh, that's another thing. Even if you miss, you do gain meter. So I'll just show that. But look at that, 0 damage. And then, okay, we get 78, but imagine you do 0 damage that one time, and then, you have to wait a turn to actually do damage again. So technically doing guided shot is a way to just get consistent damage the whole time, and then finish it off. And we got a level up, which is nice. We also gained Ether, always good, especially for those little moments, but, more importantly, getting defense is very nice as well. And we got an eyeball. What are those for? Oh, well, you kind of sell them. Hey, are you all right? Faye! I'm fine. The gear seems to be broken, though. I'm so glad that you are unharmed. The gear had only temporary repairs made on it. They were not made to survive an outright battle like that. Faye? So, Faye is feeling very weird right now. Oh no, the Ave military, not now. Faye, I think we should remain calm. Faye? So, Faye is feeling really conflicted right now. Because let's think about what happened. So destroyed his village, still, affected by PTSD. This guy once again forced the responsibility and the blame on him, and making reminding him, and now saying, oh, the whole purpose of it. So even though he could technically now say, no, it's this guy's fault everything happened because he intended for that, he made it happen, he just by making contact with him and having his friend killed, that he would have this all happen, right? So but he's still forcing that onto our depressed Faye. So now he's feeling really this inner turmoil with himself. Also, I'm going to turn up the volume. This is important. Pay attention. Red and blue colors also.
Let us join together.
Yeah, I know. It's just one sentence, but...
I never thought we'd meet again like this. It must be fate. How ironic. But I'll never let you have him. Even if it kills me.
So I'll never let you have him, even if it kills me. And to add to that, what was it? The guy's like, oh, you'll join with me or something. Like, there's a lot of weird small things going on there, but they all have meaning. And they don't want you to really know too much about what happened there, but we saw a Grahf, red-haired dude, and kung fu looking guy. He was dressed in a gi of some kind. So, but I can't say much because that will be literally explained later. So you take from it what you will, the words they used and all that, but I have to keep my lips shut on that one, unfortunately. But we can at least analyze the colors, oh, the colors of conflict, blue versus red, but there's so much more to it than that. How are you, Faye? Did you sleep well? Huh? Well, sort of. Sorry I messed up. I was careless. That gear is a top-secret experimental model from Kislev. It was only natural that Ave would also be madly searching for it. Faye, are you hurt? You do not look so well. Well, I suppose you could say I was hurt. That man in black spoke of your father's fate. Is that what is wrong? There is that too, but... it's the other stuff he said. I really like this song a lot. It represents an inner turmoil. It represents like so much about what Faye is currently experiencing right now. Like this song is what we see right here. This is all of this, like right there. Like, have you ever felt that way where you just have to lean against a wall and and it's when you have so much thoughts going through your mind and your whole world got flipped upside down. A suggestion that, oh, that guy's the guy who killed your father, but he also somehow wants you to join up with him to destroy God. What in the world? But also he went to you to awaken your power by killing your loved ones and making you kill them. Like, what? You know, like, that's crazy stuff. Imagine if you met someone who had intended that from the very get-go. Your life is not even yours at that point, is it? It's almost as if, you know, everything happened according to their plan. What happened at Lahan, as I said, was all planned to get me to ride in that gear, or so he claimed. It's got me worried. Because clearly this guy is still going to be coming back and bugging him. Why wouldn't you be worried? I'll make a save. We'll be going for a little bit more, and then I'll stop the stream. Probably once we get like an hour in on recording. Because I'm slowly trying to cut these down, but eventually they're going to be increasing again as things get a little crazier, and I want to keep certain elements together, certain relevant elements. Right now we're on a whole new saga of elements where what we're engaging with now is, you know, it's still like overall to the plot, but the pacing here is like where we're at right now. To get you to ride in that gear. Doc, before the village was destroyed, I lived without doubting myself. But it's different now. Don't know who I am. Never felt like this before. As you see. Well, we cannot do anything as long as we are prisoners, even if we wanted to. Let us rest a little. Maybe we'll sort your feelings out a little. Let's talk more. Are you worried about your father? All I know is what the maids at my home in Lahan told me. One night a strange masked man carried me to Lahan. I was heavily wounded at the time. In my delirium, I called out for my father. That's all they could tell me about my background. I don't remember anything of my father or my past, so I guess I'm not really all that lonely or sad. Doc, why didn't I notice that I had no memories up until now? So, he is not telling us anymore. We try to talk to him again. He has nothing else to say. So now we move on. It was him. No mistake. That was no coincidence. Could it be that we are approaching the time of the gospel? So, the time of the gospel. I'm trying to remember what Resonant Arc might have said about that. I don't know if it was also in reference to Nisha. Trying to remember. Oh, right, Matthew and Luke. So this is where, I mean, now they don't mean literally, but there could be some reference essentially in regards to that. And I don't know how much I want to explain about this because they're gonna. Let me just review some script here that I have open. Because there's a script from a certain character I cannot reveal yet. Nope, okay, I shouldn't say it. It's gonna be explained. It's gonna be explained. Yeah, it'll be explained. I shouldn't say anything else. But oh yeah, okay. So, okay, I thought this was later for some reason. I don't know. Okay. Yes, the gospel. We are the people expelled from paradise and forced to live on the cruel surface of the earth. We who built this land will once again return to the presence of God in paradise and live there eternally. So, remember this kind of concept that they're after, right? If you know about Nietzsche, Friedrich Nietzsche, the idea is that God maybe has abandoned them and they're trying to get back to paradise, or, you know, maybe you have to create an artificial God to do so. They're gonna play around with this theme, and I don't know how much more I should say on that. But let's keep reading. That is the time of the gospel. That time is at hand. So to return to paradise, we, the Gazelle, must find God's resting place, by then and resurrect him. That is our final prayer. So they have to find God, yeah. Our final prayer. Our final prayer is to escape from the fate that was determined at our gen. Okay, so I'm sure y'all are like, yo, where is this? And also, why is Shitan talking to someone called the Emperor? That's really strange, huh? What in the, like, we already know that Shitan knows a lot, but what is all this? What could it mean? Our final prayer is to escape from the fate that was determined at our genesis. Majesty, is this the end? The end? Are we approaching like a mass destruction? Like what is it? Are we approaching rapture? What's going on? All will be explained in due time. Bingo! Just as the report said, an Ave transport. And look at what we have on top. No mistaking it. That's a new Kislev model. It has to be the stolen gear everyone is after. Ah, yeah. It's ya boy! Whatever the case, there's no way we're gonna let that shotgun guy have it. Gunner! Turret A Anton and Turret B Belta can initiate their ectropometers 20 seconds after opening their hatches. Franz! I don't hear anything other than the flowing sound of the sand. No suspicious radar activity detected. Marcelli's. Maitreya's units are... Maitreya? Like, as in like, you know, like how there's Raijin, Maitreya? Maitreya's units are on standby at the catapult. They'll all be able to launch 1 minute after we resurface. Good, let's do it. FatCon level 1. Surface combat ready. Torpedo room ready. Anti-gear guns ready. Navigation and engineering are also ready. Young master, what is happening? What was the alarm about? Nodding yet. Young master, hold on a second. Battle stations, everyone. Surface navigation. Begin operating the sand pump. Whoops, my arm is like freaking out. I meant to, you know, do it like a finger pose thing. Yeah! Okay. Prepare to fire starboard cannons upon resurfacing, on surfacing. Young master! Young master! Trim to the right. The wind is strong up there and we may be blown off balance. Jericho, hand the helm over to me. Look, what is that? So if all, you know, if y'all remember, some of the NPCs were talking about someone or something, a sand cruiser. It must be those desert pirates, which, you know, we heard from the NPCs. Oh my god, I just realized how loud this was. Okay. I don't know if I was audible. I was probably like barely audible. So, I'm sure the other stuff was heard because it was quiet, but I'm sorry about this part. I love this song so much as well. Alternate firing between A Anton and B Belta. Calculating adjustment. Oh, that's someone else. Not Bart. Oh, whoops, I just said his name. Oopsie. Ah, yeah. Switch modes over to salvos and after the initial shots. Let's slow them down. Get ready to give them a spanking they won't forget. Young master, please wait. It may just be a requisition ship, not a warship. Let me handle this. Whether it's a warship or not, it's carrying a new gear. Gunner, let him have it. Uh-oh. Oh, boy. Judging by the angle, it seems as if a gun blast has made a hole in the hole. Made a hole in the hole. I love it. We will probably sink within minutes. I feel like Shitan's kind of a joker here, maybe, you know. He's all like, well, looks like we're dead. A few minutes? Doc! It is locked. Somebody, free us! Ah! Well, not anymore. Let's get out of here, Doc. So I think there's a thing you can claim here. Yeah, there's a lot of things. So just in case, I'm actually going to make a little save state in case we need to redo, because otherwise we have to watch the whole cutscene again. And I have a fast forward function, but you know, that's not going to be any fun. But yeah, here's a thing we have to do. So there's a switch for the what? I totally missed that, and I forgot what he was going to say. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, whoops. I think I already screwed up. But, there's something you can only get by, like, getting... I mean, one, you have to, like, grab things early. But there's something you can only get by being really quick. Like, there's a door that gets blocked off somewhere. I can't recall, though. Crap. I might already have to reload. But I might have also wasted too much time. Maybe it was back there. We'll see. But I made a save state, so it'll be easy to go back. I'm just trying to recall the position of things. Oh, and we also get into battles while we're here, so that's fun. Ukigumo. I'll show that off for you guys. Luckily, if we do get low on health for any reason, I like how they like, what just happened? But if we do get low on health, oh, we're at 5 out of 5. So, yeah, we can really start working on Hagan. And we have Senretsu now. Or no, we don't. So I'll perform it just to... Oof, right, there's that too. But if we need healing, Shitan has an AoE healing ability he can perform. So, with him, we'll do triangle, triangle, square to work on a few things at the same time. Okay. Oh, wait. Well, there's enough guys. There's enough guys. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Oh, it's his turn again. Do it. Oh, wait, we do it. Okay, so now you can see Senretsu. Furia! Okay. Received leather vest. So we'll put that on really quickly. Luckily, you know, time freezes. We're just gonna put it on Faye, since right now he's the most important person that we have. I'll keep the glasses. I'm trying to think about another thing later. I'll keep this for now. So I'm actually gonna jump down here, as risky as that is. We're gonna... Oh! Da, 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 na, nu, 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 nu. Okay, so I'll pause for the people at home who I'm making the recording for. I forgot to start recording. I'm so sorry, people who are watching the video, short version of this, but we got outside of the ship, and they're like, yeah, and Shitan's like, oh, I got a crane, I'm gonna make it so that you can get onto Veltol. So climb the crane and get on there, okay, buddy? And he's like, I got you, Doc. But when you're done, you hurry up there too, okay? Yeah, it's a double disc game. Let's see. Oh, yeah. So, okay. We want to be quick. We don't need to worry about, like, falling to our death, but no. We want to be quick. That's why they gave us a save beforehand. No. No! Oh my gosh, I can't let that happen so often. Oh no. Okay, there we go. Alright, now to get down to business. Here we go again. You and I seem to have a fated relationship. So, oh yeah, just so you know, to catch you up, I'm also gonna pause for the others. Come on, Doc! Over here! Hurry up! Thank you so much for catching me up, you didn't... Well, you know... if you're interested in the game, but you're watching at this point, it's very important that I give any of these details, because, like I said, Xenogears is a game that expects you to take notes. You could play the game, and you could just learn what you learn as a result of it, but this game also inspired me and many people to look into Carl Jung, Sigmund Freud, id, ego, superego, Friedrich Nietzsche, Gnosticism, like all these different concepts to further understand a lot of things that happen in this game, because it makes even more sense and has more meaning when you do. Believe it or not, Final Fantasy VII actually has those themes present as well. Are you okay, Doc? Well, Dr. Shiton Uzuki. Feels like you have sacked your saccules and tickled the utricles enough for one lifetime. Wow, dizzy. Sorry about that, Doc. I didn't have time to open up the cockpit. Are you really okay, Doc? Faye, I was only joking. Riding in the hand was not so bad. You can see what is so good about a secret experimental Kislev, this top secret experimental Kislev machine. Yeah. When I started it up, it began doing all kinds of stuff by itself. The environmental response system and weight reduction hovering kicked in straight away. Automatically. Really? Amazing! Save yourselves, but leave your friends to sink in a sea of sand. Don't you believe in comradeship? Here comes our star of the show. Our resident hockey boy. I like him, though. He's a good boy. He means very well. It's not very manly of you to leave your platoon to die while you run away in a gear, you know. So now we have to fight this guy. Wait one moment. We're not Ave soldiers. Huh. Can you make a better plea for your life? You come jumping out of an Ave ship and claim you're not Ave soldiers. Stop trying to fool me. I tell you it's true. How pathetic are you? Even if you're the pettiest of soldiers, how about showing a little spine? And put up a decent fight. Stop it! I'm telling you, I'm no soldier. I don't want to fight. How nauseating. Why don't you stop grumbling? Leave the gear and run away. Oh, why don't you stop growling, leave the gear and run away? For someone who doesn't want to fight, you're quite powerful. I see, an all-environmental model. And that's it, huh? Now I want it even more. So, this is not a battle you need to win or anything. It's purely for introductory purposes. So he lowered our accuracy, so we can't even hit with, like, we will have trouble evading, and we'll even have trouble hitting with the most basic of attacks. Brigandier is what his mecha's called, his gear. Ah! This guy. Using his accuracy debuffs on us. Let's see if we land this time. Yeah! Oh no, he double turned us. It's funny that he follows the same rules as a gear. He does when you attack, you gain an attack level, and you can use that attack level to perform an additional move. And he literally follows the same rules. He has to attack in order to perform Chain Whip. Oh! Unfortunate that we missed. But all I could do is just rely on this for actual consistent damage. I guess I could... You know what? I could try... I mean, he should be done now. Yep. Oh no! This is not good. In the heat of battle, I got caught in quicksand. Me of all people. Damn, it's all your fault. Boy, are you gonna get it later, so be darn ready. Why? So, in all the depressing moments that have occurred prior, somewhere in all that darkness, you need to have something to break it up. You can't just have complete only depressing moments, or, then the player's gonna feel really down themselves. Hey, come down here now. So Bart is kind of that. I'm not gonna kill you. All I want is for you to leave this gear. Huh? Hey, you're not an Ave soldier. I told you that in my intercom transmission earlier. You're the one who refused to listen to me, right? Sorry. Yeah, I remember you were saying something like that. I went off half-cocked and thought you were my enemy. My name is Bart. I'm a pirate that works this territory. My name is Faye. I was arrested for no apparent reason, shoved into an Ave transport ship. Was nearly going to be sent to a concentration camp until you went and blew the thing to blazes. Anyway, I'm just glad to have been able to survive. I see. Well, I'm glad I at least helped you out a little. But I didn't expect a civilian like you would be riding in a military gear. Besides, this gear is a brand new model. I've never seen this type before. Let's just say a lot of things have happened. It wasn't like I wanted to pilot it. So, Faye at this point has a big aversion to gears because, it's a gear that destroyed his, it's because he got in the gear, he destroyed his town. And all he sees now with gears is they're trouble and destructive. Where are we anyway? Looks like we fell into one weird place. And everyone wants him to get in the gear. Kind of like a certain someone. Shinji Ikari. I never heard of huge stalactite caves such as this existing under the desert before. What? You don't know anything, do you? Where are you from? The desert only covers around 1,000 sharls of the outer layer of the earth. The stratum underneath that consists of igneous rock. From a sea of trees to a sea of sand, and now a stalactite cave. What's next? What are you talking about? So he doesn't realize he's from a little isolated village. Oh, nothing. Never mind. We're in trouble. Look, the hole we fell through has disappeared. We better find some other way out. So, you want to call a truce for now? At least until we find the exit and get out of here. Yes, agreed. First, we gotta find the way out of here, so let's get going. So this is when we have Bart in our party. Whew, thank God. I didn't want to dry up and die in the desert. Hey, you, I know you're tired, but don't go any further than there. Shut up, you sunk our ship, don't you forget that. No, you shut up. Just be thankful you were saved. Excuse me? Is there anyone who is almost dead with no arms or legs and in need of abdominal operation? No one? Well, that's depressing. I see. So your young one has not just been shooting at anything and everything, then, Sigurd. So, once again, Shitan, knowing things, knowing people. Why does he know people? Why does he know so many people? And what is going on here? You know. And another story about depression. Yeah, exactly. So the reason, so funny thing, not that necessarily, this was inspired by Evangelion, but rather, so it's like this came out in 1997, but they were developing this game for quite a while. So what happened around this time, 1996, 1995, leading up to all this, was there was this big, like, supposedly there was a trending thing in Japan in regards to Gnosticism, Carl Jung, Sigmund Freud, and understanding like higher philosophical stuff and relating it in one's everyday life to understand themselves. And there were all these books that were really popular at the time, and a lot of people were reading this. So that's why, a lot of media around this time, the 90s especially, Evangelion, Key the Metal Idol, what was another one? What was that? What was that one? Wait, actually, if I just put philosophical anime, I'm sure it'll come up. Utena. Utena's another one. Mushishi. That's what I was thinking of. Mushishi. So all these anime in the 90s started really laying into the philosophical kind of trend at that time, and that applied to video games too. You can actually see it sort of in Wild Arms 2, sort of, very lightly. You can see it in Final Fantasy. You can see it here in Xenogears. You can see it, the existentialism stuff in Chrono Cross, and a few other JRPGs. So all of this was just kind of coincidentally, like, everyone was getting inspired by this at the same time and putting it into media because it made their stories richer. That's why we look back on these games and we're like, wow, it's so incredible, because they were interested in understanding the self. Cloud, all about, finding yourself in a way. There's, of course, themes of loss and everything, but becoming whole is a Gnostic concept. Xenogears is entirely about that, in a lot more, in psychology especially. Everything to do with understanding the self. Chrono Cross, if you look at what the main character goes through and everything, or even any of the characters, meeting other dimensional selves, what they might be living their best life or their worst life, and yet they're happy with themselves, while the person living their best life is not happy with themselves. So a lot of those concepts all play in, especially around this time. And so that's why we see these similar concepts. The mecha is actually its own symbolic concept that I forgot what it was referred to, but if you check the description of this stream down below, I don't know if it appears for you, but because it should have updated, but there's a link I put to Resonant Arc. I suggest if you ever play Xenogears, or if I think you said your boyfriend plays Xenogears, Ginkgo is my background on my computer. Oh, cool. I still need to watch Mushishi again. I completely forgot everything in it. I just remember there was a lot of stuff I didn't understand as a kid. But the link down below is a link to Resonant Arc, which is this channel completely dedicated to analysis of video games and anime. And they go into all this stuff that I'm talking about far deeper than I could ever hope to, because they are far well read than I am. I'm more of a person that works based on like, okay, I see it and I'm like, I want to understand more, and I'll look specifically for it when I should read the whole text. But I've had to dedicate the recent 2 years of my life to my career. But I highly recommend watching that video. They do oh wait, I'm sorry for not pausing when describing this on the video. That for the recording version of this. Yes, he actually calculated this attack. Or so he says. As you can see, no one has died this time either. So, once again, Shitan Uzuki, knowing some random bloke on a ship. Like, why does he know people? Right? What's going on? What is he not telling us? Sigurd, sir, the collection of the goods and soldiers from the Ave transport is almost complete. We still can't locate young master. The Grand Maitreya's platoon will scout around again. The layers in this Lord Lasagna, yeah, it is a straight up Lord Lasagna. I'm gonna eat well with this one. You are. There is so much layers to one peel. Okay, I'm counting on you. Yes, sir. Like, even, like I said, at a basic level, this game changed me. I had no idea about Sigmund Freud or anything when I first played the game. I learned about it afterwards because I was curious. The first class I took when I got to college was psychology, and that was because of Xenogears, because I wanted to understand the id, ego, superego, and why they were talking about all that, you know, and how it works in the story. And oh my gosh, when you take id, ego, superego, but then you use it as a story concept, but then you also use it literally. Oh wait, that. You know, that might if it doesn't make sense what I said, then perfect. I didn't spoil anything, but it is very fascinating. The mind of Fei Fong Wang. Yes, sir. Since I'm part of the unit, I'll also excuse myself. So, what happened to this young one you call Master? He fell into an underground cave with that other guy in the gear. It's near an old excavation site, and he's riding in a gear, so he'll probably be able to come up somehow. We'll try to find him for a while. But if that doesn't work, then we'll wait for him at our meeting point. You seem to trust him a lot. Trust him? Yeah. I trust he'll get us into trouble. But I never thought I would meet you here, Hugh. So, Hugh. It's not a coincidence. It is an inevitable consequence, I assume. So not even a coincidence. He's saying it might be fate or something like that, but he called him Hugh. Not Shitan, but Hugh. What's up with that? What's going on there? Hyuga. Oh. Hyuga. He calls him Hyuga. So Shitan, what's Shitan Uzuki? Because he said Hyuga. And he knows him from before. Something to think about later. Are you saying something is about to happen? So, we heard from Hyuga already in the ship that, oh, he says, is the life of the gospel about to happen? Wait, is that's what I said, right? Life? What's it? Is the time of the gospel about to happen? And they give a little explanation. The time of the gospel, as explained by the emperor, as he's called, His Majesty, which Sitan refers to him as, he's just, we don't know what this guy's the emperor of. He's just called the emperor. And he explains that the time of the gospel is a time that they're supposed to return to paradise to be among God. And God had kind of kicked them out from paradise to just kind of roam in this limbo, and they want to get back to it. You have to wander off, but please continue to have a good session. Yeah, I'll be finishing up soon because my recording is getting I don't want to go too far with it. This might even be a good stopping point, honestly, before like more stuff comes up. Because it's just going to be a lot of dungeoning. Oh! Yeah, you know what? This is a good point to stop. But yeah, you have fun whatever you do. It's actually late for me too, I realize. So I should probably get some sleep. What an awesome origin story for myself. Thank you. All right. Okay, everybody. This has been a 6 hour and 30-minute stream. I feel like this is the longest I've ever streamed, maybe, but that's because I love this game to death. I love discussing it. For those of you who are seeing this recording or in recording form, please leave a comment down below. Discuss what ask questions. If there's anyone who has answers to those questions, then please answer them. Don't forget to subscribe. All that good stuff, I guess. And I hope you all have a good day. I'll try to do more of this. I'm actually doing a challenge on the side as well. I hate myself for starting that. I should have just went with this, but I guess I got to keep my other promise on that for myself. But I hope you all have a good day or a night wherever you are in the world, and I am going to get some sleep. So, I'll also be working on putting a proper intro to the first video. So you're hearing this now after I've stopped the stream, whenever you're watching this. Have a good day.